9 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday morning. It is July 14th, 2015. 76 degrees here at the studios of the Source WOCA, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall. Looks like we got some rain in the forecast. There's a third Atlantic storm out there, but nothing to worry about. It's off the coast of Virginia and heading the other direction, fellas.
Yeah, I heard your news this morning.
Yeah, we're
talking about it, so that was good. I got to hear that.
But let's see. We do have a 50% chance of rain today. Scattered showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, same as it's been every day lately. There you go. A little light breeze, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Nothing to worry about a whole lot, right? So how are you? Good morning, Robin.
Good morning, Larry.
Let's see. What are we doing this morning? Dr. Marguerite McDonald is coming on at 7:35. Dr. McDonald is going to talk to us about our eyes. And I think one of the things she wants to talk to us is about some kind of a dry eye disease, right?
Yes.
July is Dry Eye Disease Awareness Month. So we'll learn how to keep our eyes. You know what I think I do that makes my eyes dry? I'm going to tell her.
Oh, okay.
I have the fan on because I'm keeping cool at night.
Right.
And I wake up in the morning, it's like, oh gosh, I think the wind was blowing in my eyes all night long. I think that causes a problem.
Oh.
You ever do that?
I do. I do that.
Too much wind on your face.
You know, I don't like wind on my face. It's got to be other ways. Look at those windows.
Yeah, those are the windows, yes.
Yeah, they need to be clean.
All right, so now 8:30. That's not all we're doing at that point. Gosh, it was a political topic. I'll have to remember what it was. At 7:45. Something in the news. I can't remember what it was. 8:35. That's when we talk about the news and refrain from offering our opinion and our thoughts. In the Garden with Carol Ann. Today is Tuesday. Carol Ann Baldwin will be here at 9:05 talking about your lawns and your gardens. 10:05. I want to talk about deliberate practice. I have some things I can tell you about to become an expert at anything. You can become an expert at anything, and it is all through deliberate practice. And it is an interesting concept. It's a tried and true one. I think we could probably see how we've done it and some of the things we've done. Probably everybody can say, oh gosh, yes, that's true. I did that with this. But what about the other thing that you want to become an expert at? You could do it with that too. You do have enough time in your day, believe it or not. It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing there's any time in my day for anything else.
I know. There's even not enough room for sleep sometimes.
I think sometimes I just do put too much on my plate. I don't know why I do this.
Yeah, but you always have great results. Because you always do stuff.
That's what you think.
I like doing stuff.
Lee Grant. You know Lee Grant. Lee Grant is a famous actress. She's an Academy Award-winning actress. She's coming on the air with us this morning. She's the recipient of the Directors Guild Award for Nobody's Child, an award-winning documentarian for HBO. I guess she's gone on to direct as well as being an actress, a pretty lady and all that.
She's won Emmys.
She has written her memoir. Her memoir is titled, I Said Yes to Everything.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
I said yes to everything.
We do that too.
So now I'm going to pretend later on that I know something about her career. Do you know something she's been in? Okay,
Airport 77 comes to mind with the
Airport 77.
Yeah, the first,
Oh, here it is. I have
the
list.
Owl and Valley of the Dolls, I think.
She was in Shampoo.
That's she won an Academy Award for
Shampoo.
Best Supporting Actress.
And that was when? In the 60s or something?
Yeah, it's like 40 years
Didn't John
ago.
Travolta redo Shampoo?
He did Hairspray.
Oh, Hairspray.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm confusing the two.
I know. They should get together and just make Hairspray.
All right, she was in The Heat of the Night.
On TV, yeah.
She was in the Valley of the Dolls. Wasn't that considered a risque movie back in our day?
Very risque. My folks went to
Why was that? Was there a lot of naked people in it?
There was supposed to be. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either.
Yeah, and they were supposed to be doing drugs and being naked and stuff, but I'll bet you it's really mild compared to what's out there right now.
Really?
I bet. I've never seen it. I should go see it. We should rent it.
Well, we can't between now and the time she's on.
Oh, that's right.
Once she's on, then I'm done. Then I don't care anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, because we forget.
She was in something called Plaza Suite.
Yes, the Jack.
As well as television in the 1960s. She was in Peyton Place.
Yeah. Yep.
That was a famous name. Again, I never saw that.
Yeah, on TV.
It's amazing how much I don't see. It's amazing how much of the lives of the people around me are, people's conversations are about TV and movies.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel so left out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's why she does documentaries now, because she, there's something deeper about her than.
There's one thing I was just thinking about this, that she was a pretty lady. You ladies are not often treated fairly. You'll see, like, for example, Adam Sandler is is lots of pretty ladies in his movies, right?
Yes.
You look at an old Adam Sandler movie, with the exception of Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
And there might be some other exceptions.
She's in a lot.
But you look at an old movie and say, whatever happened to that woman? She was a cute, pretty, gorgeous, good, nice acting woman. How come we don't know her, but we still know Adam Sandler?
Yeah. The dark-haired lady in the Waterboy, that was her girlfriend.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I thought she was outstanding.
She was beautiful.
I don't know what happened.
And
to
she was kind of edgy, which I thought, okay, that's a Joan Jett kind of a girl.
Yeah, she was great. I have no clue what happened.
But the movie industry is not nice to you ladies. I mean, basically, they chew you up and spit you out.
Exactly. After you hit 35, forget it. You're done.
But I guess in her case, she was the exception. The lady we're speaking to, Lee Grant.
Yeah. She is, man, she is outstanding. We've been trying to get her for a while, and
I know.
We've finally been able to click.
Yeah, so she's coming on. Let's see. She's a Broadway star in The It Girl and in
the Vogue It Girl, the original.
Vogue It Girl.
One of the original.
She was an Academy Award nominee by the age of 24. Mm-hmm. Her one courageous speech and her association with her leftist husband wound her up on the Hollywood blacklist.
Yeah, that's
which prevented her from working in film and TV for 12 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. In the 50s and 60s, they really socked it to you. Man, that's just such a talent.
She was married to Joe Fury, described as an Italian-American tomato, 10 years her junior.
Ooh, so she's a
what do you call that?
What is that called?
A wolf? Cougar.
Gee,
a cougar.
So she was a cougar. Well, she's hot.
The number of other celebrities who crossed her life include Shelley Winters, Elizabeth Taylor, Mia Farrow. So we're dropping names now. Sidney Poitier, Frank Sinatra, Burt Bacharach.
Warren Beatty, she starred in Shampoo.
Henry Fonda.
With
Burt Lancaster,
Beatty.
Laurence Olivier, Angie Dickinson.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson, too. She starred in a movie with him and with Warren Beatty. But that thing about getting blacklisted for 12 years, I mean, gosh, such repercussions, but she didn't let that stand in her way.
Is that a racist term, blacklisted? What is that? Where does that come from?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're supposed to be politically
correct.
Well,
I mean, it depends on where it comes from.
Yeah. Well, that's the term they used back then, so I don't know the origin, but that's...
Well, this is cool. So she's coming on later on. Well,
yeah.
You know what Joe's going to wish? What? She was in the studio, but she's not.
Yeah,
She's going to be on the phone.
It took a lot of
I know. They don't know.
To get her on the phone.
I know. We do our job. Don't worry. Joe Reichel. We try. It's not easy to get famous people on a small talk show. I am telling you, but hey, we hit the ball out of the park sometimes.
Yeah.
I guess we've done it with more than once.
Yeah, we have.
All right, Damage Control with Joe Reichel at 10:35. He's with Damage Control Services. With one of my favorite parts of the show is when people call in with their do-it-yourself home repair questions.
Yes.
I'm working on my sink. Yeah, it's water flowing everywhere. Yeah. Somebody wrote me last night and said, "Oh, I'm the new girlfriend of your friend from Brooklyn," and I said, "Oh, really?
Who's in Brooklyn?
Now, who do I know from Brooklyn?" So I don't know. I don't know who it is.
Oh.
I wrote back. I said, it was one of those Facebook text things.
Yeah. Oh. Wow.
So I wrote back, "Well, nice to meet you," is what I said. Tell my friend I said hi. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
From Brooklyn.
Yeah, she made the mistake of not telling me who he was.
Yeah.
Of course, it could be anybody, but...
Well, you got a text the other day with just a phone number saying, thanking you for the, about the news here, and they didn't even sign their name, and it was like an out-of-state area code.
Somebody sent me a video of a duck.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I know what you're saying, but there was also a video of a duck. Somebody just sent me a video of a duck just walking around.
Uh-huh.
And all it has was a phone number. I didn't recognize the phone number.
Oh, my gosh.
Who sent me a video of a duck? Who sent me a video of a duck? All right, at 11:05, stay cool and stay within your budget. Ways to stay cool and not break the bank. That's at 11:05. That's what we're going to do there. Fun with Joe today. American history in alphabetical order.
Oh, okay.
American history in alphabetical order.
Nice.
I think this is what I need to play here. There it is.
Oh, okay.
And then on the Galen segment, he's, I believe, still in Atlanta. 10 sports frauds. We'll be right back.
This is a Fox News alert. I'm Steve Rappaport. World powers and Iran reaching a historic nuclear agreement.
An arms embargo is going to remain in place as the U.S. wanted, but it's going to last for at most 5 more years. In the meantime, a crippling world trade embargo on Iran will be lifted. That was the country's primary goal in the talks. Congress will still get a say in the agreement, though, and it is likely to be a pretty tough sell with a fair amount of skepticism on both sides of the aisle.
Fox's Doug Luzader. Another Republican joins the race for 2016. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker kicking off his campaign yesterday. The new king of swing.
Bye-bye. There it is! The hometown hero has done it!
Chris Berman on ESPN. Cincinnati Reds third baseman Todd Frazier becomes the second player to win the home run derby in his home ballpark. Fox News. We report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to Facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto. Shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network, giving you the power to prosper.
Hi, Danny Werfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined process.
Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
So you need a credit card, but how do you choose? Let's compare the big banks to Florida Credit Union. They have rewards, and we do too. They have customer service. Hello, 24/7. They have celebrities. Hey, Danny. But with Florida Credit Union, there's no annual fee, no liability for fraudulent charges, and no 22% interest rates. Choose Florida Credit Union, and you'll not only have a great credit card, but you'll have the support and personal touch that the big banks, well, can't touch. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Who doesn't love heading out on the boat with a family, hitting the ATV trails with friends, or blazing new stretches of highway with riding buddies? Your toys are your ticket to outdoor fun. At the McDonald Allstate Agency, we get to know you and help make sure you have all the right coverages. Plus, when you bundle your coverage for your car and your home with your boat, motorcycle, RV, or more, you can save up to 30%. So call the McDonald Allstate Agency today at 622-2333 or stop by one of our 2 Ocala locations at Calla Hills or the Jasmine Square Plaza.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. Right here in the middle of the summer, it's time to talk some football. Follow me to Hoover, Alabama for SEC Media Days, made possible by the Briggs Law Firm, by HDG Hotels, and our thanks to Ocala Copy Center. It's football time, Hoover, Alabama, SEC Media Days.
Your source for the #1 sports weekends, Fox Sports, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM.
Prestige Food Trucks, the world's leading food truck manufacturer, specializing for the startup vendor all the way up to restaurant chains, is a proud sponsor of Food Truck Talks, the weekly show heard every Wednesday at 9 a.m. on The Source, WOCA News Talk, that brings you the inside scoop, ladle, spatula, spoon, fork, and plate from inside of the custom food trucks you see in and around town. Find what makes each food truck unique in its own way, from the food they serve to how it's prepared in their custom manufactured truck. Food Truck Talks, Wednesdays at 9 a.m., sponsored by Prestige Food Trucks.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. So I don't have a working air conditioner in my home right now. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I'm actually okay with it. Well, I guess part of the reason is I'm not there very much, but I'm there at night. So I sleep there at night. And at nighttime, it's okay. I can open the windows and get cooled down. But I have a fan in the bedroom. This is what I'm getting at. So I have the fan, and I wake up, and I swear it is making my eyes feel something like it takes me a while to get that feeling out of my eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm blaming it on the fan. I haven't really determined if that's what it is yet or not. Dr. Marguerite McDonald is on the phone. She is a board-certified ophthalmologist, so I have a perfect person to ask this question of right now.
Yeah.
July is Dry Disease Awareness Month.
I'm sorry, dry eye disease.
Dry eye disease.
My fault. I forgot to put in the word eye.
Dry eye disease.
Yes.
The symptoms and risk factors associated with dry eye disease. Good morning. I knew that too. I'm just reading my script here.
I know. I was going to fix it, and then I got distracted and forgot.
Good morning, Dr. McDonald. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning, Larry and Robin. How are you?
Pretty good. Where are you calling from?
Long Island, New York.
Long Island. I lived on Long Island. I grew up on Long Island. What part?
Right now I'm coming to you from Port Washington on the North Shore.
Oh, I know where it is. Sure. Isn't that where you get the boat to Bridgeport?
Where the what?
We get the ferry to Bridgeport. Isn't that the where am I?
Jefferson.
Oh, that's
just a few miles.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jefferson.
Okay. Are you on a speakerphone, Doctor, by chance?
I am. Should I take it off?
Yeah, I think it would be better because it's.
Is that better? Is this better?
So far, yeah, that sounds much better. So good morning, and thank you for calling us. So I have a fan on in the middle of the night. Am I drying my eyes out even though they're closed?
Yes, you are. And most people sleep with their eyes open the tiniest little sliver, and definitely a fan aimed at your face can make dry eyes much worse.
So I got to stop doing that.
Well, aim the fan away from your face.
Okay.
Just tilt it a little bit so it's not straight at your face. And you could also use an over-the-counter nighttime ointment, and that would protect your corneas all night long, and you could leave the fan blowing right at really? Usually under those circumstances. Yeah, if you have the ointment in. Mm-hmm.
The nighttime
and if
ointment.
Your case isn't severe.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Every drugstore has a big rack of over-the-counter nighttime eye ointments.
I never realized people slept with their eyes slitted. I mean, I've seen people sleeping, and I just have never realized that. I thought they were all closed.
Well, for the people who sleep with their eyes open a little bit, if your eyes are not dry, you're fine. So you'll see a lot of children with their eyes open just a little bit. But if you're a little bit older and your eyes are dry, and you're sleeping with your eyes a little bit open, then you will have symptoms, and especially if you have a fan aimed right at your face.
No, so I got to stop doing it because I do notice. I don't want to call it pain. It's not really a pain, but it's just a little bit like I don't even know how to explain what it feels like. It feels like stiff, but stiff is probably not the right word either. Mm-hmm. So okay.
Well, actually, you've hit on something that's really important. Some of the symptoms of dry eye don't sound like they would be what you would expect. Your eyes don't always feel dry. Sometimes you have this overall eye discomfort that you can't quite articulate, or you feel stinging or burning or maybe a gritty, sandy sensation, or episodes of rapidly blurring and unblurring vision, where like you're driving down the highway, you can see the sign, a second later it looks a little blurry, but you blink and you bring it back into focus. That's a hallmark of dry eye.
Oh, really?
So what you've been experiencing, Larry, is actually pretty typical.
Oh, really? See, that happens when I wake up. Like I have my phone on the side of the bed, somebody texts me, I say, well, I don't really need my glasses, I can probably squint and see this, and then I squint, I can see it and then it goes away. It's like a struggle to see it without my glasses, but I could put my glasses on. I'm just basically a lazy man, that's all.
How about the people that wear those contact lenses that you can sleep in? Is that a good idea?
They are becoming less and less popular. There aren't as many on the market as there were a few years ago because They are associated with a slightly increased chance of infection. And if you do that when you have dry eyes, you're much more likely to be one of the few people who has a complication or an infection. So they're slowly but surely going out of vogue.
Oh, good.
But, you know, dry eye, well, yes, dry eye is chronic and it is progressive, and it's actually one of the most common complaints that we hear. And it really, besides your ability to look at your phone first thing in the morning, it can really interrupt lots of activities of daily living. Besides, as you discovered, reading, but watching TV, watching that little strip of print at the bottom of the screen,
right.
Your productivity at work, your ability to drive, especially under adverse lighting conditions. And there are lots of risk factors now, and the risk factors have changed. It used to be just predominantly if you were a female over 50 and you were having menopausal changes that you had dry eye, but modern life has changed all that. So aging is still a risk factor, but contact lens wear, as you mentioned, allergies, environmental factors like low humidity or wind, or just even working in an office building with forced air heating. Or, this is a big one, the reduced blink rate caused by computer use. Anybody looking at a desktop, an iPad, or an iPhone is at risk for dry eye of either sex,
really?
Any age.
Really?
Also, most Americans are on at least one medicine that can cause dry eye. All the medicines that lower cholesterol or blood pressure or control heart rate or treat depression, they all cause dry eye. So you can see modern living has changed the face of the dry eye patient.
So at the store, and I'm going to try to avoid naming brand names unless you want to recommend one, but if you go to the eye drop section, there's all kinds of things, and if you listen to the advertisements, some of them will say that the other ones have the wrong stuff in them, and I don't even know what words to use here. But you get confused. You say, well, if I have dry eyes and I'm going to put drops in them, which drop do you pick?
Well, excellent point, Larry. Even though they're over the counter, and there are now about 400 eye preparations over the counter that you can buy in the United States without a prescription, you still need guidance from your eye doctor. So go to the eye doctor. You will get your history taken. You will have an exam, of course, a physical exam, usually with the slit lamp, which is a biomicroscope with a chin rest, so the doctor can see your eyes under very high magnification. We also have some modern diagnostic tests that have only been developed within the last 5 years, so the doctor can quickly and non-invasively determine if you have dry eye and the severity level, because there are different treatment plans for each severity level. So even buying over-the-counter preparations, you should have guidance from your eye doctor. So those are used for mild dry eye, but for moderate and severe dry eye, as you go up the severity level, you can be put on prescription medicines, nutritional supplements, or even receive in-office therapies. But you don't have to suffer. This is something that should not be ignored. Though very few people go blind from dry eye, less than 1%. I have several hundred of them in my practice.
Oh, really?
It's my area of expertise. But the vast majority of people do not lose any vision, but it's a quality of life issue. A quality of life issue that needs addressing. Untreated dry eye can change your appearance as well. Dry eye patients squint and frown, and they get red eyes usually. So it can impact many aspects of your life.
You did say something I wanted to go back on. You said the word nutrition. So some of the things we eat could make our eyes better or worse?
Yes, nutritional supplements have been found to be very helpful for dry eye, especially fish oil, omega-3s.
Oh, okay. So eat more salmon or something?
Well, even if you ate salmon 3 times a day, which would be intolerable, but if you did, you would not reach a therapeutic level of omega-3s. It requires additional supplementation.
And if you do, just so you know, if you have a friend who's a chef and he makes salmon and you put tartar sauce on it, he will be offended. Yes. I already learned this. You take the food the way the chef made it, otherwise you're just causing a problem.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right there.
All right, so you did say the scary word. You said the blind word. So in other words, dry eyes ultimately could actually lead to blindness.
Well,
even though it's rare.
An exceedingly small percentage of people. But, cornea specialists like myself get to see these people. Yeah. But everybody else, it is chronic and progressive, so it eventually becomes a quality of life issue, even for the mild cases, if they're untreated. So what everybody should do who thinks they might have an issue in this area, go to your eye doctor. get diagnosed, get treated. There's no reason to suffer, and we can interrupt the progression of it. If it's caught, we can interrupt it. It doesn't have to go on. It only goes on if it's untreated. So go to your eye doctor. The exams are short. Everybody should go for their annual eye exam, but you don't even have to wait for your annual eye exam if you think you're suffering from these issues. Go in, have a quick exam, get diagnosed and treated.
All right. I think you probably have another interview. I think we went long with you. Dr. Marguerite McDonald, before we say goodbye, if you could give us a website, that would help us a lot, I think. Do you have a website for us?
You bet, absolutely. My favorite is from the American Academy of Ophthalmology, geteyesmart.org, Geteye smart.org. Great high-quality information written for consumers, for patients, easy to understand, up-to-date, and valid.
Okay, geteyesmart.org. Okay, thank you very much. That's good information. Dr. Marguerite, give my regards to Long Island. Thank you for being on the air with us today, and come back anytime.
Thank you, Larry and Robin. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. All right, we will take a little break, and we'll be right back.
Legally Yours, brought to you by Fuller & Fuller Attorneys at Law. On the air every Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. with John Fuller, a board-certified civil trial lawyer for over 25 years. John welcomes your questions, from business to complex family matters to legal disputes. So tune in every Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. for Legally Yours with John Fuller, right here on WOCA 1370 AM and 96.3 FM, The Source.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Coloring helps our brain downshift to